A good name. Dvar Torah for Parashat Beha'alutcha. One spy in this week's Parsha gets special treatment. For most of them, the information given is tribe, name, and father's name. Hoshea bin Nun, on the other hand, gets his name changed to Yehoshua. Rashi's explanation for the name change is well known. It's a wordplay on Moshe's prayer for Yoshua. May Hashem rescue you from the spy's plans, while Rabbeinu Asher adds that the added yud signifies that he knew that Yoshua would receive whatever reward the 10 spies who would sin are going to lose. Rashi and Rosh's commentary emphasizes the difficulty with bringing this verse here. This is not the first time Hoshea is called Yoshua. That's his name during the war with Amalek by Mount Sinai and the sin of the calf and the story of Eldad and Medav in the previous Parsha. The truth is that except for this Parsha, the only other time Yoshua is called Hoshea in the entire Tanakh is in Parashat Ha'azinu, long after his name was changed. Due to this very difficulty, many commentators have chosen to interpret things a bit differently. Rabbeinu Asher himself offers another midrashic commentary. The letter Yud, who lost her place when Sarai became Sarah, complained about the violation of the terms of her employment, and to reassure her, Hashem gave her a place of honor in Yoshua's name. This interpretation has been widely embraced by kindergarten teachers worldwide. This commentary was a bit too much for Rashbam, so he sought a more simplistic explanation, as usual, and chose to explain that Hoshea bin Nun is the same person whom Moshe called Yehoshua when he became his servant and was entrusted with his house, and as was the custom then, just like Paro called Yosef Tzafnat Pa'anech and Nebuchadnezzar named Daniel Belshazzar after their gods. Rashban teaches that the name change took place long before the case of the sin of the spies and describes a reality in which important people called their imported servants by the name of their gods. What he and Chizkuni, who follow this example, don't explain is why here, but we should leave some questions for future videos. Chizkuni adds to Rashbam's commentary in two ways. First, he expands the list to include the names of Abraham, Sarah, Yaakov, Hananiah, Mishael, Azariah, Tzidkiah, and Nehemiah. He also says that in all these cases, the name changes show a certain closeness between the master and the servant. Chizkuni's case is strong in most cases. Avraham is called Avraham, my loved one, and it's about Yaakov that the prophet Malachi says, and I loved Yaakov. It's also not too difficult to leap from the patriarchs to Sarah, especially following the promise that Sarah will be the one to carry Avraham's child and not others. This train of thought seems to work for all cases bearing one. At first glance, Chizkuni's claim that Nebuchadnezzar changed Mataniah's name to Tzidkiah because he liked him seems strange. From an initial reading of the verses, I would say that the purpose of changing the name is to prove Nebuchadnezzar's ownership of Mataniah, not his love. This is also what the Gemara says. And he changed his name to Tzidkiah, saying, "May God bring judgment upon you if you betray me." Also, the punishment he received, having his children slaughtered in front of his eyes immediately before being blinded, doesn't seem to be the way I'd express love. At second glance, however, love receives some help from an external and unexpected source. In the Babylonian Chronicle, while describing the exile of Yehoiachin and Tzidkiah's coronation, it says that the king of Akkad, Babylon, appointed the king after his own heart in the city. It could be said that he had the qualities required of a vassal king, perhaps a weaker character in the knowledge that he would never have been appointed without Nebuchadnezzar's intervention. But perhaps there was indeed an affection between Nebuchadnezzar and Mataniah. Maybe the reason for the cruelty at the end came from a broken heart. To prove this point, Midrash lovers can look for the connection between Tzidkiah, Nebuchadnezzar, and rabbits. I know that somehow we found ourselves shifting focus from Yeshua's name to Tzidkiah's relationship with Nebuchadnezzar to rabbits. But still, those who follow me know, it's not where I get to that counts, it's how I got there. Did you enjoy this video? If so, please consider subscribing and passing it on to a friend. I'm Dovi Holtz, one who loves Tanakh.